Batman 57, Tom King writing, Tony S. Daniel on the art. This is the concluding chapter of this KG Beast storyline.
Yep.
And Batman's outside the door, KG Beast is waiting, and he just fires his gun. And the entire, so there's two parts of this issue that are alternating, and one of them is just this fight between Batman and KG Beast, and them being brutal as shit in the snow, and Batman not holding back because he hurt his dick, and he's going for it.
Did you say he broke his dick?
He broke his dick, yes. Bane broke his back, KG Beast broke his dick.
Oh boy, we just put that out to the internet.
Yep. But the other part of it is this children's story. This story that, it starts off, it's KG Beast as a child being told this story, but at the end we find out that Bruce also got this story as a child.
So here's
go on.
Here's my thing. I like to think I'm a fairly smart individual that can pick up on subtext of stories and whatnot. Like, I took enough English classes through high school and college. I don't get the point of the story.
Let me try and enlighten you. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But let me try. So the story in the comic is that it's these animals who are going on a little journey, and they fall in a hole, right?
Mm-hmm.
They fall in a hole, and they got no food. They're going to starve, and then eventually they say, we're going to have to eat one of us. And the fox keeps making up these excuses as to who they should be eating. They always, don't count him. And it gets to the point where it's just him and the pig, and him and the pig have been eating everyone. And then the fox eats the pig. He convinces the pig to try and eat his own stomach, because they tricks him, because he's like, he keeps some innards of one of the other animals and pretends that he's eating himself. He's like, no, I'm just eating my own stomach, and the pig's like, oh yeah, I'll do that. And then the pig, then the fox feasting the pig, who he's fattened up. Because I got halfway through, I was like, he's fattening the pig up, so the pig's a nice big meal at the end of this. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. So the way I was thinking of this is I'm thinking of this, in part both as the opponent that Batman is to KG Beast because of what he's done, but also in the larger sense of what Tom King's doing with Bane. That Bane is fattening up Batman. Batman's the pig, and Bane's fattening him up, so that when he goes in for the kill, it's a feast.
Okay. Because I was reading it as, because this is so about Nightwing and whatnot, is that Batman is by proxy the fox, and him, even though it's not on purpose, he's setting all these people up. He's never paying the cost. You know what I mean? Like yeah, emotionally he might pay the cost later, but in the moment, because at the end of the story, the fox is still stuck in the hole, right?
Yeah, which is where that those representing Batman and KG Beast maybe falls a bit more into it. They're both deep in. They're both
right, and so that's when I started thinking about it. I was like, okay, well, it can't be that, but this is such a weird spot to put the story,
I never got that one of them represented Dick, but if people want to throw me their takes on this, by all means. But I really started thinking, because it reminds me a little bit of Nightfall. How in Nightfall, Bane tried to break the bat by unleashing hell on him throughout the days leading up to it.
The night.
Whereas this is kind of, he's doing the same plan again almost, but it's more psychological and it's more of a long game. He's playing the long game and deconstructing his life, and that's where I was thinking he's the fox fattening him up. He's going to be more of a full victory by the time he gets there.
That makes sense. I did love the moment of the issue for me was where Batman fires the grapple gun
in his face,
and and it breaks KGB's neck, and KGB is laying there in the snow, and they've made it over the last 2 issues known, like, this is an isolated cabin that it's a trek to get out to. So KGB is trying to reason with Batman, because he knows, like, if he leaves him there, he's done. And he goes, hey, you broke my neck. Tell me, I'll if you help me, I'll tell you who hired me. And Batman just turns around and goes, I'm the world's greatest detective. I'll figure it out. And then leaves KG Beast there to die. Like...
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm sure he's not going to die. I'm sure he'll be around someone.
I mean,
it's
sure.
comics.
But I do like that idea that while technically not crossing the line, Batman's been pushed so far. Like, will you just shot my son.
Well,
I don't care what happens to you.
I'm not going to kill you, but I don't have to save you. Just to quote Batman Begins.
Exactly.
There. Yeah.
But this was a little bit more Batman's doing.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Than the train at the end of Begins. So yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I also think you could maybe read it as like how each of those characters interpreted the story themselves differently, and what it meant to either character. What did it mean to Bruce? Was it a warning to Bruce? To KG Beast, was it admiration? Was it a tactic? You know, was he like admiring the wolf and the tricks that he played?
Right.
You know.
Huh? Yeah, I don't know. A lot to think on. And this was Tony Daniel on both art, right? Like he did the storybook art and the fight.
I think so. I didn't see any other names, but I could be. Let me go double check.
Yeah.
But
because if that's the case, I love when artists switch up their style to do something different. So
I will say I actually do have some complaints with the art in the regular Batman and KG Beast fight. I do think some of the faces are a little bit, just a little bit skewed. Like they almost feel a little bit rushed to me. Some of the faces.
Yeah. Like they look more like sketches than they do anything else.
Yeah, I will. It is Tony Daniel just on the art as well. No one else.
Okay. Yeah, so I like that. I like that cartoony-ish, storybook style to it.
Yeah, no, I like them in the snow. I think the art's great. I just think some of the faces they're not quite there, but I'm almost getting some like proto JRJR like vibes from the way the mouths are kind of sitting.
Yeah,
and the
I
chins.
can see that. They're a little bit more angular than normal.
Yeah, and Daniel's usually better than that, so I'm wondering if he was maybe struggling to finish the 3 issues off by the time he got to this part.
Yeah.
But it's overall pretty good. No, I mean I like the issue. I do like that King keeps like throwing different things at us and is making us think in different ways. And here we're interpreting what this story of the pig and the fox and the animals means, and so someone's probably going to do a great write up of where every animal represents someone else, and this represents this character and this represents this character and so on.
That's good. Also, I didn't notice it until I'm just looking at it right now, where Bruce's dad is like, why you love that one? I don't know. Like, he's even looking at his kid like, all right, I'll read you. I don't know why you like it, but sure.
Yeah.
I like that little moment there.
I think with Bruce, you could say, there's a darkness in him, even even at a young age.
Yeah.
There's a darkness.
So yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think it was good. But not like one of his standout issues by any means.
Oh no. I'm excited to see where it goes from here, because now we have this and everything else going on still.
Yeah. I do like the idea though that Bruce like hunted KG Beast to the ends of the earth because of what he did to Dick. I like that element of it. I like that quite a bit. And devoting the entire issue to this just brutal, fist to fist fight that they're going through, just give it a bit of weight. So I like that. What are you giving it, Matt?
Yeah, so even the missteps in the art, I do feel like it was a solid issue. So I'm gonna give it an 8.
8 as well. I agree.
Oh, okay.
8.
So I liked what the story had to do. I mean, the fact that we can have this open-ended discussion about what the animal story meant, what the fairy tale meant. I like that. You don't get that too much in comics anymore. It's all very black and white, and this is all very just like, it's kind of what you make it.
Yeah.
And usually that upsets me, but here I think because of what King's been doing in his run overall, it fits into that puzzle piece a little bit better.
Yeah. Yeah, is Batman worried that he's the wolf? Is he the wolf or the pig, and he doesn't know yet?
Right.
Is that like part of the concern? Which I like the art when the fox convinced the pigs to eat one of them. I love how evil the pig's eyes went. I was like, oh man, this is almost Professor Pig levels of evil pig.
Yeah, well, people don't realize how brutal pigs actually are in the wild. Like they are. One of the guys I used to work with was from Bosnia, and his friend owned a pig farm, and they're like, oh yeah, they can crunch any bone, but they'll choke on teeth. So if you're getting rid of a body, you gotta pull the teeth first. And I don't know if he was just messing with me, but I believed him, you know.